What's up guys, welcome to the video. And today what we got in store. Recently I showed you guys my truck. The truck has been sitting for quite a bit. It has need some love and attention, so today I am deciding to finally give it some of that love and attention. Maybe not all of it that it deserves, but you know, a little goes a long way sometimes. So recently me and my buddy Chuchi, we acquired a part out truck. It wasn't much. It was missing the engine, missing trans, no exhaust, just a bare rusty roller. Nothing. There was some good parts on it that I needed. There was some good parts on it he needed, but fortunately we weren't able to pull very much off that truck because it was so far gone and rusty. Today we're installing some of those parts and addressing a few issues that this truck has. And recently we pulled off the headliner as it was sagging and it just needed redone. So I had the headliner redone, and now the headliner is also gray and it is super clean looking. I haven't been able to install it, but it's just been sitting around. And with that, recently we pulled the sun visors off that part out truck because these ones were tan and they were just old. Also with those sun visors, this parts truck also managed to have one of the center fold down seats, which is almost a rare commodity, and if people have them, they're selling them for probably way too much just for the seat alone. And unfortunately my truck does not have the center fold down, and I've been searching for one forever, but people want dumb money for them, so I finally got me one. Also, another issue my truck has, it is from the 02 or like 2000s generation to 07 where it became a classic. And somebody on the previous K series, or on the previous K like 1500 trucks, somebody decided to put a rear bumper on this truck that does not belong. It looks good, it just doesn't belong. But with doing that, they lost the license plate lights, and off that parts truck I was able to get the wiring harness off that truck. So we're gonna put that on, and I should have license plate lights again. Only a little bit of rust, you know. A little bit of rust, but now the seat should be able to exit the chat. Oops. Alright, passenger side done. And time to get the driver's side up. Alright, we got everything out, but the truck is filthy, so we're gonna vacuum it out real quick, and then we'll probably start putting the headliner in. with the interior removed, I can finally start putting in the headliner. We also have a replacement mirror because, as you can see, it's just delaminating, and then we can finally put in the sun visors, and then after that we can put the center seat in, and the interior will be mint. Alright, so here's the headliner. It has been redone with a gray suede liner. Shout out to GB Restorations. He redid this for me just like we did in the BRZ interior. Yep, let's get that in there. Also forgot to mention, all the interior panels also got redone. Like, this is the color it used to be, but now it is all the same tan color that it matches with. That way I don't have odd non-matching interior parts. So GoPro died, but we got it in. I got the handle in, and put the light in, and put one of these in for some more stability, so that way it won't just hang out. That, and got the pillars up, but that looks really good actually. I'm actually really happy with this. Now we can continue it, put the sun visors in, and put in the last hanger hook thing, and should be done, and then we can start putting that center seat. Fortunately this doesn't match this all that well, but it'll be okay. It'll still look better than what it did before, so let's put these bad boys in. Alright, so this is where I got the interior right now. I'm gonna put the sun visors in when I get the seats in, because I'm just sitting here struggling, crouched down, and it'll be a lot easier time if I had the seats in. So let's put the new center in and the seats and keep getting to it. First tee. Sick, dude. Alright, now let's get the seats in. Huh? Alright, just like that, the interior is almost done being transformed. Taking these off were easy. Putting them back in, nobody told me this shit was gonna be easy. What the fuck? Oh yeah, there we go. Just got one more thing to do, change out this mirror because it's seen better days, as you can see. And gonna have to retire all my air fresheners, my Hanging Adams, you know, SpongeBob's license. But we got a brand new one off the parts truck, and it's got no fading or pull up or whatever this is. So we're just gonna put that on, and the interior of the truck should be finished. just like that. Got almost a brand new mirror, and the whole interior here has been just changed. This is just different. This is nice. And then not having tan interior, having it all gray, it looks really good in here. The only thing we didn't get figured out is I think I forgot to plug that bad boy in, but I'll figure that out another time. But it's pretty nice in here. Alright, next I'm gonna try to tackle this. It should take like 2 minutes.
2 minutes later.
Alright, so slight issue. So this is what I got off the parts truck, and it had the right bumper for this chassis. And like I told you guys earlier, my truck does not have the right bumper for the chassis. It's got the previous generation's bumper on it. Last owner did that, not sure why. But a while ago, somebody hit the rear quarter on my truck, so it went to a body shop, and when I got it back, this is what I had. I mean, if my truck was missing this in the first place, I can understand why they would at least put this in, but basically I may have to splice it right here, put this connector onto this harness, so because these won't work on my truck. Either that or cut the main harness right here somewhere and hook it up to this, and that way this can all work properly. Gonna have to do that if I want to avoid possibly being pulled over in the future for not having license plate lights. I did make it this far, and I've owned the truck for a long time, but I wasn't aware it was missing this whole thing, and that it could have possibly been that easy to fix. But let's splice these wires and see what we can do about this. Alright, so it's later in the day, and after further inspection, I'm just going to cut both of these lights off and adapt it to this harness, so that way it should work correctly. So let's do that, and before I do that, I want to test and make sure this works, so I'm going to connect this to my Milwaukee battery, see if it works first. They do in fact work. They are very bright. Alright, so I got it all done. Everything's good and secure. I'm going to go hook it up to the truck and try it. Hopefully everything goes great. I tried to test it. I depinned this and hooked it up to the battery, but it wouldn't turn on. So hopefully it works good. I was trying my best to have it at least test with this, but it wasn't getting anything. So hopefully when I hook it up to the truck, I'll get something. Alright, so I got it plugged in. I'm not going to put it into the bumper. There's really no reason to. Let's turn the truck on and see if it works. And we are good. So last night we left off, we had this hooked up to the truck and the lights did work, but now we got the wire loom, and the wires just hanging out. So I'm gonna put it back in the wire loom and electrical tape up what I can, that way prevent it from the elements and whatnot. So let's get that done. Let's go put this in the truck. Alright, got it in the bulk harness right there, and zip tied it right here. Got it in there, and also zip tied it in here, since we don't have any OEM mounting points with this harness. So, but it should work now, and we should finally have license plate lights. Let's go. Fortunately, that's all we got for today. I would like to have gotten more done. I might do more off camera, because a lot of it is just a lot more harder work, and it's harder to put a camera onto it to get to see what I'm doing. Hopefully soon we can get some real maintenance on the truck, because what I did for this video didn't really actually help the performance of the truck or keep it long lasting. It just helped prevent certain things or wants more comfort needs. Nothing really too crazy, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.